Good afternoon, Professor. So we are from Group 4. We would like to present on MRP. So we took a Stevenson book as our reference. So I would like to walk through our production plan for compact air purifiers. So we have two main batches of purifiers to produce. Okay, so the first batch is 500 units, and these need to be ready for delivery at the start of week 8. And we have an additional of 300 units that we need to be ready by the start of week 13. So now assembly for these purifiers takes 1 week. This is important because it means we need to start building that first batch of 500 units in week 7 to meet the deadline. And the deadline is our week 8 delivery. And for the second batch of 300, we'll kick off assembly in week 12 to hit that week 13 deadline. So next, look at what actually goes into making one of these purifiers. This is actually our bomb. For every single compact air purifier, we need one fan module, 4 screws, and 1 control board. Now, here's a little detail for these control boards. Each one of these actually requires 2 additional screws to put together. So when we add it all up, for every single air purifier, we are looking at the initial 4 screws for the main unit, plus 2 more for the control board. That's a total of 6 screws per purifier. So finally, we have on hand, current inventory looks like we have 150 fan modules and 200 screws and 100 control boards. So as for our schedule receipts, we have 100 control boards arriving in week 6 and 500 screws arriving week 7. So if you see this product tree, our purifier is the main product, and we have fan module 1, 4 screws, and control board 1. For one control board, we are using 2 screws. So for the lot sizing rule, for order fan module in lot for lot, control boards in multiples of 200 and screw in multiples of 1000. So I'll pass over to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, so I think I'll move to the next slide. So myself, Dhinakar over here. So I'll take over from this slide. Okay, so you can see over here, this is the table. Okay, this is our table for MRP part. Okay, basically you can see over here for Marshall schedule, as per just now, you can see that we have orders on week 8 and also week 13, which is week 8 will be 500 and week 13 will be 300. So you can see from here the gross, because since we don't have anything on this on hand week, so we only have 500 and also 300 for the gross requirement. And schedule, there is no schedule, so it's all empty. So on hand, because we don't have anything on hand, so that's why all has been zero here. And net requirement, we are pulling because this is 500 and we have also week 300. So for us to see that the planned receipt is 500. So you can see over here from the previous scenario, in order for us to get one part P, we need to have 1 week ahead. So that's why you see over here the order is 500, which is done on week 7. And same goes to also week 13. You see that the 300 in order for us to get the part P is actually we did a pre-order on week 12. So this will be the lot size for part P. So moving to the part FM, so which is the fan module, you see over here that the gross is 500 because you know that to get 1 P, we need to have 1 FM. So you can see over here, it's the same. The week 7 is 500 and week 12 will be 300 for the gross requirement. And there's no schedule receipt. On hand, we have, you can see from the slide earlier, we have here, okay, on hand inventory, we have 150. So when we have 150, so which is will be carried forward until week 6, because we have only orders on week 7. So we have order of 500 and we have on hand 150. So the balance will be 350. And you see on here, we have orders 300. So the right number will be 300. So in order to get the planned release, because for FM, we need to have 2 weeks. Okay, you can see over here, in order to get the order for fan module, we need order, the lead time is 2 weeks. So that's why we have put the 350 ahead 2 weeks, so which will be on week 5. And also same goes to the week 12. We have order 300, so we need to get order for 2 weeks ahead in order for us to fulfill the week 12. So these are the plan release. So I think that's all from for the part P and also for FM. So I think I'll pass over to my colleague on the next part. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll continue from here. Thank you, Dhinakar. Okay, I'm Rooben, so I'll continue with the next slide. Okay, so we already explained on the lot for lot sizings, and I will explain on the fixed lot. Okay, so we have two parts which we will be using fixed lot, which is CB, the control board, and as part S, which is the screw. Okay, so allow me to refer back to the part product tree before we go through. Okay, so we can see over here, we need to order part CB and part S. So S will be referring to P, and S will also be referring to the CB. Yes, so with two things we need to refer, and for CB we are only referring to part P. Okay, clear? Let's move to the slide. Okay, so we know we have a fixed size. Okay, first we define here the lot size is fixed 200 for CB, and then for part S the lot size is fixed 1000. Okay, all right. So we'll start with the beginning inventory. So beginning inventory, the inventory on hand we have 100. Okay, then 100 will move on the next week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, up to week 6 we have a scheduled receipt of 100. So we need to add up 100 and 200 when we move to the next one. So over here we can see on the week 7 we need to produce 500. Okay, so this 500 is coming from part P. Okay, so which is over here. All right, and then we know we have on hand 200. Okay, which is a combination of on hand here, and then the schedule is 100, and then we need to deduct from here 500 minus 200, we get the net requirement, which is 300. Okay, so planned order receipt, since the lot size is 200, we need to order in a multiply of 2, which is 400. Okay, so we know the lead time for part CB is 3 weeks, so the order need to be placed 3 weeks before. Okay, so we are done with part CB. So here we know we got extra 100 on hand because of the plan receipt 400 minus the requirement is only 300. We'll have 100, so we will bring forward the 100 to the week 12. Okay, so on week 12 we require 300 units. Okay, on hand we have 100, so we need to order only 200, and then the lot size is also 200, so we can place order 200. As mentioned earlier, the lead time is 3 weeks, so we need to place 3 weeks earlier, which is here 200. Okay, so we are done with part CB. All right. Next, we'll move to the part S, which is the screw. The lot size is 1000. Okay, beginning inventory will be 500. We'll bring it forward to here. Week 1, 500. Week 2, 500. Week 3, 500. And then we have a schedule receipt 800 on week 4. So this 800 on schedule receipt on week 4. All right. Sorry, this is the gross requirement on the week 4. And then 800 will be deducting the on-hand 500. So we will only need to produce 300. Since the lot size is 1000, we can only place order 1000. And then we need to place again 1 week before, because the lead time for the screw is 1 week. Okay. All right. So we already placed 1000. The requirement is only 300. We'll have 700 balance on hand on the following week, week 5, and then we bring forward for week 6. Then we look at week 7. So week 7 we will need 2000. Okay, why 2000? Is over here. We can see. Right. So the 2000 is over here in week 7, and then for part P is 500. But we know that to produce part P we need 4 of the S. So 4 will be times by the 500. You will get 2000. Okay. So you have scheduled to receive 500. On heavy we have 1200. All right. So okay, gross requirement will be 2000 minus the on hand. So on hand 1200 is referring 700 plus 500. So 1200. But net requirement will be 800. Okay, so we need to order. We cannot order exactly 800. So we need to place order for the batch size, which is 1000. And then the lead time is 1 week earlier. So we need to order 1 week earlier. Okay, from here we move forward to the next week. We'll have on hand 200 because of 1000 minus by the 800, 200 over here. Okay, then we move to the following week, which is week 9. Week 9 we will require 400. Okay, on hand we already have 200. The net requirement again will be 200. But we cannot place order for 200. We need to follow the lot size 1000. Okay, so we need to place order 1 week earlier. And then 1000 minus 200, you will have the on hand 800 pieces. We'll bring it forward 800, and then again, okay, 800 over here on the week 12. Requirement for the week 12 is 1200. The 1200 here, okay, we get from okay, over here. So we can see part B, we need 300. Again, mentioned here, S is 4, we need 4 to produce 1P. So 300 times 4 is 1200. On hand, we have 800, so the requirement will be only 400. We need to place order again for 1000, which will need to be placed order earlier by 1 week. Okay, and finally, we'll have on hand 600. Okay, so this is for fixed lot. Then we are done with our presentation. Thank you very much. I'll end the presentation from here. Thank you.
Check on that.